Hello students, welcome to Saurabh Sir's classes. So today we are going to solve CAT 2017 question paper slot 1. So let us begin with our question paper. So I would like to solve the quantitative ability section now, and we will solve the other topics later on. So let us begin with our first question. So our first question here is question number 67, which says Arun's present age in years is 40% of Barun's. So as you can see this from the first line, that we have been given age details about two boys, that is Arun and Barun. So I would expect that the question wants something in age difference only. So yeah, it says by what percent will Barun's age increase during this period. So let's see which period they are talking about. In middle we have in another few years Arun's age will be half of Barun's. Okay, so first we have Arun's present age is 40% of Barun's, and after few years Arun's age will be half of Barun's. So we need the percentage that Barun's age increases during this period. So let us begin. So we need to consider Barun's age. So let Barun's age be, we can consider Barun's age to be x, 10x or 100x, anything. So I would like to consider it as 10x. So let Barun's age be 10x. You can consider it x or 100x also and proceed in the same way. So let us take 10x here and proceed. So from Barun's age 10x we can find Arun's present age, which will be 40% of Barun's age here. So 40% of Barun's age, therefore Arun's age will be 40% of 10x. Here we have 4x, because 40% of 10x is 4x. So Barun's age is 10x and Arun's age is 4x. So we can tell here that the difference between both the ages, difference between them, difference will be 6x, that is 10x minus 4x, which will be 6x. So the difference between age of two persons always remains constant. So this 6x will be always constant. So we have got the age of both Barun and Arun, and we have the difference between their ages. So let's check the second part. In few years Arun's age will be half of Barun's. So after few years we need to take a condition where Arun's age is half of Barun's, as well as we keep this 6x difference constant. So how is it possible? So here we have 6x age as difference and we need the age to be half. So if we take Barun's age to be, Barun's age after few years, after another few years we have, let this be y. So Arun's age will be half, therefore Arun's age will be half of this, so this will be y by 2. And here we have seen that the difference between both of them is 6x, so this will be y minus y by 2 equal to 6x. So here we have y by 2 equal to 6x, therefore y equal to 12x. So let's check. Here we have considered Barun's age to be y, so Barun's age after few years will be 12x and Barun's present age is 10x. So what we need is by what percent will the Barun's age increase during this period. So we can find this here as our after few years Barun's age is 12x, current age is 10x. So 12x minus 10x is the difference between the ages divided by 10x, because this is the original age and we need the percentage. So here this will multiply by 100, so this will be 2x by 10x into 100. So this will be 10 and 1 0 gets cancelled out, x gets cancelled out, so we are left with only 20. So 20% increase in Barun's age. So this is what we needed. So let's check the options. So option number A matches with our answer, hence option A is the correct answer to question 67. So now let's proceed to our next question here. So our next question here is question number 68, which says a person can complete a job in 120 days. Okay, so seeing this we can say that the job is a huge one. So let's check what happens. He works alone on day 1. Okay, so he couldn't manage any other helper for him. Now on day 2 he is joined by another person who can also complete the job in exactly 120 days. So finally on day 2 he is joined by another person who can also complete the job exactly in same 120 days. So let's check what happened next day. Here on day 3, they are joined by another person of equal efficiency. So one by one, people are joining each day. So on day 3, one another person joins them. Like this, every day a new person with the same efficiency joins the work. So it can be seen that every day a new person joins them for their work. So this seems quite complicated. So what do we need is how many days are required to complete the job. So we need to find the total number of days in which all these people can complete their job. So work done by one person, work is to be done by work done by one person will require total 120 days. As you can see on the day one here we have been given that a person can complete a job in 120 days. So work done by one person, it will require total 120 days. So work done on one day, so work done on one day will be 1/20th 1 by 1/20th part of the work, 1 by 1/20th part. So as one person completes the total work in 120 days, so in one day he will complete 1/20th part of the work. Similarly on day 2, two persons will complete 1/20th part of the work. So on day, okay, so total work done will be equal to, on first day we have only one person and he does 1 by 1/20th part of the work, plus on second day we have two persons because on second day he is joined by another person. So on second day we have two persons, they complete 1 by 1/20th part of the work each. And on third day we have three persons, they also complete 1 by 1/20th part of the work each person. So this will go on until the work is done. So on last day we will have, last day we have n persons who will do 1 by 1/20th part of the work. So we take total n days, so we have total n number of persons working on the last day. So this can be solved as, here we have total work done will be equal to 1. So this will be 1 by 120, plus here we have 2 into 1 by 120 which will be 2 by 120, plus 3 by 120, plus still it will go on until the work is done, that is on last day we have n persons, so n by 120. So we can solve this here. So this will be equal to, we will take 1 by 120 common from each of the elements. So 1 by 120 taking common, so here we will have 120 which will be equal to 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 till n. So here we have sum of n terms, here we have sum of n terms whose formula we know is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 equal to, here we have 120. So here we have equal to 120, so which is equal to n into n plus 1 equal to 240. So this can be solved as, here we have n, so opening the brackets, here we have n square plus n equal to 240, which will be equal to n square plus n minus 240 equal to 0. So let me change the color here, so it's okay. So here we will have, so let's solve this as, here we have n square plus n minus 240. So this can be written as n square plus 16n minus 15n minus 240 equal to 0, which will be further equal to, n we will take common, this will be n plus 16 minus 15 we will take common, this will be again n plus 16 equal to 0. So we will take n plus 16 common, so we are left with n minus 15 equal to 0. So n can be equal to minus 16, so this will be minus 16, or n can be equal to 15. So here you can see n can be minus 15. N is the total number of people working on last day, so it can't be negative because total number of people working can never be negative. And here we have n equal to positive 15, so this is possible. So we assumed total number of days to be n and our n is 15, hence 15 is the correct answer to our question. So let's check the options. Option number A matches with our answer, hence option A is the correct answer to question number 68. So I will like to end this video here. You will find solution to the next questions in our further videos.